you heard me. Please be seated. My name is Vicki Carr, and I am chairwoman of Richland Community College Board of Trustees and a 1990 graduate. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome all of you graduates, faculty, and friends to the 50th annual commencement of Richland Community College. Graduates, one important fact in life is that your world can completely change in a matter of years or a matter of minutes. Just look at your time here at Richland. After today, you are heading out into the workforce, transferring to another institution, or you may be switching to a new profession. Nothing will be the same, and that's a beautiful thing. Richland Community College was created 50 years ago to spark that change in lives across Central Illinois, including yours. Over the years, the Board of Trustees has supported innovative and sustainable growth in the college, and we will continue to foster new opportunities to make education and positive life changes accessible to all. It is my pleasure to introduce fellow Board of Trustees seated on stage. Marcy Rude, Dale Coley, Tom Ritter, Bishop Wayne Dunning, Dr. David Cooprider, Ben Andreas, and Austin Yutzi, student trustee. Now, please welcome to the podium Dr. Cristobal Valdez, President of Richland Community College.
That was great. Good job, Sarah. Good evening. Today's ceremony holds a special place in Richland Community College history. In this moment, we are celebrating a half-century of changing lives with our 50th annual commencement ceremony. Every year, the president of the college has the honor of standing in front of the newest Richland graduates, and I'm proud to be here. Wow, I lost my spot. I'm proud to be here as you, the 50th graduating class, moves on from the college to your next adventure. Each one of you has a different story explaining what brought you to Richland. But while you have been here, all of you have brought your tenacity, determination, and grit into the classroom so you could reach your next goal. Now, I would like to recognize a few groups in the crowd today. To start, I would like to honor a special guest from Richland's very first graduating class. That'd be the class of 1973. This original graduate attended the college when we were located in the Milliken Bank building downtown. He, just like the graduates seated here today, entrusted Richland with providing him the tools he needed to change his life. Without him, the college would not be where it is today. Tom Zionic, we would please ask you to stand and be recognized. He's over here, yay! Thank you. We would like to recognize those students who have worked hard to achieve high academic success. You will note in your program there are categories of academic achievement that have been given special recognition for students graduating with honors, high honors, and highest honor. These academic awards are based on the cumulative grade point average at the end of fall semester 2022 and completion of at least 15 hours for a degree or half of a certificate requirements at this institution. I would like to recognize students achieving honors. These students have maintained a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74 on a 4.0 scale. Their transcripts will have mostly A's and an occasional B. In addition, several of our graduates achieved high honor. These students have maintained a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 to 3.99 on a 4-point scale. Their transcripts, too, will have mostly A's and a very few B's. These students have demonstrated very high academic performance and can be extremely proud of their work. This year, we had 58 and 45 graduates achieve these levels respectively. Please join me in congratulating those individuals who have achieved honors and high honors. I would now like to recognize our highest honor students. Highest honors indicates students who have maintained a cumulative grade point average of 4.0, indicative of achieving all A's throughout their academic career at Richland. We have 18 graduates who have achieved this level. Graduates with the highest honors, as I call your name, if you are here, please stand at your seat to be recognized. Please hold your applause until all students are standing. Abigail Schneiderjohn. Anna Johns. Okay, I hope someone comes here. Barbara Chapman. Bethany Overby. Brianna Kirk. Charles Mubengay. Chelsea Kingsley. Gabrielle Porter. Grant Kidwell. Isabel Pender. John Ellis. Joyce McCauley. Carly Weir. Crystal Weary. Ryan Emmons. Scott Sanchez. And Seth Rodinas. Please join me in congratulating these individuals on highest honors. Thank you, graduates. You can be seated. Every year, we have a significant number of high school students who are able to benefit from the Richland Dual Credit Program, taking dual credit or concurrent credit enrollment courses from their high school or from Richland for college credit. This allows students to progress to their next academic challenge without having to wait until high school graduation. Over the years, we have had a few who have excelled and been able to complete the required number of college courses during their high school tenure and have completed their associate degree at the same time as they complete their high school diploma. This year, we have 7 graduates who were able to accomplish this feat. Those of us joining this evening, would you please stand and be recognized? Again, hold your applause until we have named all of the graduates. Cameron Brown. Josie Bush. Rhea Corley. Kyle Dobson. Savannah Moody. Samuel Moore. And Abigail Sy. Congratulations. Thank you. You can sit. All of these students will be graduating from their high school later this month. On behalf of the entire Richland community, I would like to say thank you for trusting us on your educational journey. We are proud to honor your achievements today. Now, please welcome to the podium Associate Vice President of Institutional Advancement, Julie Melton.
Good job. Graduates, you are sitting in the seats of thousands of alumni before you. From here, you may go on to complete advanced certifications or a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree. You may also enter directly into your career and excel in your life's work. But one thing we know for sure is that Richland Community College graduates contribute to their communities, advancing them as vibrant and exciting places to live and raise a family. Tonight, we celebrate our 50th commencement ceremony. It is a perfect opportunity to hear and learn more about Richland's 2023 Alumnus of the Year, Ben Andreas. Just as you sit here tonight, so have thousands of alumni before you. Ben's connection to the college spans generations in his family, going back 70 years, but his personal journey began in 2007. Before then, he had tried going to a larger university, but ended up leaving and taking a maintenance position in Decatur. When his oldest son was born, he knew it was time to go back to school. Ben tells us, Richland gave me a second chance. It jump-started my career. After he graduated, Ben went to Millikan University to complete his degree in finance. Once he completed his education, he built his career working and eventually running Main Place Properties. He also stayed involved with Richland through the Andreas Foundation, where he maintains finances. From scholarships to capital projects over the last 15 years, the Andreas family has provided more than $3 million in gifts to the college, as well as extensive support to Richland's agriculture program and their students. Recently, Ben got a chance to explore a new side of Richland. His dedication to supporting education has also extended as he stepped into a position on the Richland Community College Board of Trustees. Ben tells us, it is emotional yet satisfying feeling to support something like this in Central Illinois, especially in my hometown, where I've been my whole life, and my family's been almost their entire lives for 70 plus years, he said. I know I'm going to be here for another 30 to 40 years, and I'm so excited for the opportunity to help more students go forward. As he continues to support higher education, he is showing his own children how Richland can help them achieve great things in life and continuing the legacy his family has built. Although Ben couldn't be here with us tonight, I couldn't be prouder to recognize him as our 2023 Alumnus of the Year.
Thank you, Julie, for that great introduction. That was a joke. It is my honor to introduce our student speaker. To give the student address this evening is Jacob Watkins. Jacob is graduating today with a degree in business. He served as a student trustee at Richland the past year and has been involved in several clubs on campus that include Student Leadership Council, InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. After graduation today, Jacob plans to transfer to Millikan University and get his bachelor's degree in sport and recreational management. After Millikan, he would love to work in minor league baseball as a stadium operations director. Please welcome with me our student speaker, Jacob Watkins.
Fix this a little bit. Thank you, Dr. Valdez. Oh wait, let me fix this for a second, sorry. Before I go any further, I'd like to congratulate RCC on 50 years of changing lives of people like me in this community. Oh. I would also like to thank my family and friends who have supported me these past 2 years. I would especially like to give a shout out to my grandfather, Roger Von Lincoln, who was a math instructor here at Richland a number of years ago at the Park 101 location. Let me just say what an amazing opportunity Richland has provided me. The past 2 years have truly been a journey that I will never forget. From meeting my beautiful girlfriend, Ellie, who is now in the paramedic program here at Richland, to the lifelong friendships I've made, and of course, the leadership opportunities I have been afforded. Rewind to the spring of 2021, I had just graduated from Mount Zion High School. My senior year had held many challenges due to the COVID pandemic. It was not what I envisioned the last year of high school to be. Fast forward to the fall, activities around the campus were starting to back up, inching towards whatever sense of normalcy now exists. However, the uncertainty of the pandemic had left a mark on college campuses around the country. Richland was no different. With that in mind, I had silently embarked on my first year of college. What I observed to be the new norm was vacant halls, limited human interaction, which led to no clubs or activities. In a 2-year period, RCC went from a lively campus with students and activities to nothing at all, and now faces the challenge of starting from scratch. So what does a new college student who desires community do? Well, he goes around and has conversations with fellow students, faculty, and staff around Richland and what it was like pre-COVID. One of my conversations was with Sue Webster, the student engagement coordinator. We discussed my involvement at Richland and how we can partner together to bring students back to campus. This led to my involvement with Student Leadership Council and InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. Slowly, clubs began to form, and I was able to work with Scott Broyles to start intramural at the DISC. Then during my spring semester, I was asked to become a student trustee, and my first thought was, no, I'm too busy. But my parents said this would be a great opportunity, and it turns out they were right. This was a decision that was a turning point in my journey here at Richland. My time being a trustee has been wonderful and a godsend. RCC has had an amazing group of board members who welcomed me in and have taught me so much. Also, Dr. Valdez and Dr. Zuniga have shown me the importance of leading with integrity and having a passion to see lives transformed. Together, these men and women believed in me and challenged me to do things beyond my comfort zone. However, I would not be able to do these things if it was not for my relationship with Jesus Christ. In praying one day, I felt that Jesus was telling me a word to live by, and that word was boldness. When the word boldness popped up, I thought, okay, that's a cool word, but what does it mean while I'm here at Richland? So I went to Webster's dictionary to find for me just what it meant, and here's what it said. It was a willingness to take risk or confidence. I like the word willingness because it implies a choice. I found my answer. I was supposed to make a conscious choice every day while I'm at Richland to be courageous in my interactions with everyone who crosses my path. Maybe it's making someone smile or stand with a fellow person when they're being made fun of or treated unfairly or unjustly. Ultimately, to help ensure that RCC is more than just an institution of learning, but also a place where everyone feels safe and accepted. I also knew boldness played a role in sharing my faith as well, so I became heavily involved with InterVarsity on campus and made it a goal to tell other people about the gospel of Jesus. As the Bible says in 1 Peter 2:9, we are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that we may declare the praises of him who called us out of darkness into his wonderful light. Oopsies. Sorry about that. I don't know where my fifth sheet went. Sorry about that. That verse is very powerful to me because we are all God's chosen people, and he selected all of us to go out and make our community and world a better place. I am doing that just to help form clubs, but also by living on my faith and making a small difference in the world. I've heard it said you really can't change the world. Maybe not. You can sure change your corner of it. Fellow graduates, I congratulate you on your accomplishments. I encourage you to live boldly wherever life takes you. Don't be afraid to take a stand for injustice or show kindness where opportunities present themselves. Be courageous leaders that change your part of the world. Martin Luther King Jr. said it best. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Thank you.
Thank you again, Jacob. I now have the honor of introducing our keynote speaker. If you're sitting here in blue or in black, no introduction is needed, and probably half of the folks in the audience will also know this speaker. But still, I want to introduce her because she is very deserving of that. Tina Zindel McWilliams has worked at Richland Community College since 1982 in a variety of roles, such as tutor, faculty, assistant to the Vice President of Academic Services, and now the Director of Institutional and Academic Planning. Ms. Zindel McWilliams has seen Richland change in many ways while maintaining its focus on student success, community connections, and employee engagement. A graduate of Macon High School and Eureka College, Tina has served on the Decatur Public Board of Trustees, the Library Foundation Board, and the Friends of the Decatur Public Library. She has resumed presenting book reviews to many organizations and is always willing to travel and talk about good books. In 1993, she was named Richland's Faculty of the Year, and in 2019 was recognized for 25 years of service as the advisor to Richland's Phi Theta Kappa chapter. She is married to Brad, also a Richland graduate, and also her son. And although her son was not a student at Richland, she believes his understanding of how to use commas comes from teaching English while pregnant. Tina believes in Richland, its message, its mission, and its students. Please help me welcome Tina Zindel McWilliams.
This is the magic microphone that we have to do this to. Welcome. Are you excited? Are you excited? This is like a call and response. Great. Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Valdez, Board of Trustees, guests, and Richland Community College's 50th graduating class. I begin my remarks this evening with a couple of recognitions. I am pleased that we had Tom Zionic, a representative of the first Richland graduating class, to share this special event with us. 50 years. Think about that. This graduation, I know, looks very different from that first ceremony, so your participation in this event this evening, Tom, is important for all of us. Thank you very much again for attending. I also want to recognize my husband, Brad, whom I met at Richland over 36 years ago. He has supported my passions of teaching and of Richland, not necessarily in that order. He has watched me travel to conferences near and far while he stayed at home and worked, and he has made my life a joy. Together, we raised our son, Sam, now working and living in California, in the bright light of Richland. Thanks, Brad. All right, so in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to put you graduates to work. You thought you were just going to sit this evening and not do anything. Not in my class. While graduation is a time to look forward, it's also a time to consider your personal and professional strengths as well as opportunities for continued lifelong learning. The best way I know to capture this review is to consider what you will include in a resume, a job application, a scholarship application, all of those venues to put yourself on the page, as it were, for others to learn about you. I thought a way to do this evening might be to construct a resume for Richland as a model for your own document. Most resumes begin with basic information, name, address, email. For Richland, starting, by the way, as the Community College of Decatur in 1972 in a downtown bank, today we use our location at One College Park on Howard Brown Boulevard, a campus comprised of various buildings with names like the Andreas Agricultural Building and specially dedicated wings like the Schroet Health Education Center and the Carroll Center for Innovative Learning. These designations are possible thanks to donations of time and money by supporters of the college. For some of you, this portion of your resume might be in flux. As you move to a new college or to a new town for employment, consider right now, though, whether you might need to change your current email address. You know, if you have something like hotbody4@gmail.com, you might want something a little bit more professional. Now, I don't want you to laugh because I have seen that on a Phi Theta Kappa membership application. So just consider. Also included in this resume should be your career goal. One of those statements that might seem easy to write until you realize that after name, address, and email, it is the first statement about yourself that the resume reader will see. Richland's vision statement to be the best and first choice for education leads us to make decisions about the direction of the college. How do we define the best? How do we prove that this statement is supported by our programs, services, and connections to the community? I understand that your career goals might change, and they should change, as you increase your education, add years of experience in your work, or rethink what you might want to be when you grow up. At some point in your life at Richland, an instructor might have asked you about your plans, or perhaps even asked you specifically about a career goal. You might want more than, my goal is to get a job and support my family, or buy a condo, or get that Ferrari, or invest in ChatGPT. But, you know, just think about what that career goal might be. The key here is to consider what you want to do with your life. Do you want to impact your community? Offer direction to your family and others? Contribute your leadership talents and organization skills to help others be successful? What do you want to print on a card that hangs on your office wall or your classroom wall? Your goal can and should change. When I see you at Richland's 70th anniversary in 20 years, after you have become an alumnus and after you've made generous donations to the foundation, right, Julie? Okay. When I see you at that 70th anniversary, your goal should be different than it is today. Now, on my office wall, I have a card that says, sarcasm, just a service I provide. I've been here a long time. It's okay for me to put that on my wall. You might not want to do that immediately in your job. With 50 years of another important section is work history, often combined with skills and abilities developed and practiced. With 50 years of graduations, program implementations and withdrawals, and changing employees, selecting and including the key elements of Richland's experience for this part of the resume would take too long. Programs and courses have been introduced, morphed into curricula to meet changing employer and student needs, and been withdrawn when the world around us changes. Instead, on our Richland resume, we might opt for including preparing transfer students to be teachers, scientists, doctors, and artists. We might opt for including preparing welders, nurses, auto mechanics, and chefs. Oh, by the way, did you know that in Richland's first catalog, we can see listings for courses in designing and repairing jewelry? We were struggling then to figure out what we wanted to do when we grew up. Secretarial science, a phrase that we no longer even use. So we could include skills such as flexibility, attention to detail, an eye to identify great teachers, success coaches, and staff to serve our students and communities. All of those would have to be included in Richland's resume. So what does your work history look like right now? What are the skills that you will take with you to what might be a new career? Okay, here's a place to start. Would all graduates raise your right hand? Thank you. Would all graduates raise your left hand? Thank you. Now you can add follows oral directions to your resume. Don't forget those skills you used in volunteer opportunities, as well as those for paid positions. I was working with a classroom of people in early childhood education who had been not working for a while because they had been at home with their families, raising them. And they said, "Oh, I don't have any work experience at all." And I said, "Okay. Have you organized successful fundraisers at your child's school?" "Well, yes." "Have you conducted training sessions for new employees or other parents?" "Well, yes." Think about those skills as well. They are skills, as Professor Feinstein can attest to when managing to sell butter braids for her children. Okay, she knows what that's like. However, I would also caution you on this resume, don't make anything up. We've seen in the news recently what happens when people are not truthful about their job or their education history on applications or resumes, regardless of where they wind up in Congress. On the other hand, don't shortchange your experiences. They are all important and have made you who you are today. Your educational history can now include your accomplishments at Richland. The experiences in your classes, led by outstanding faculty, are the basis for what comes next: transfer, employment, volunteering, any combination of those activities. So the last item on a resume is generally a list of references. Now, today I know it's generally, other references as requested. Well, you still need to think about who that's going to be. So those professional people who know you, have guided you, have chastised you because they care about you also, and have told you that you can be successful. Who are those people in your lives? Richland's references, or at least I hope, can be found in our graduates, just like you, who excelled as a result of the education and training obtained here. References can be employers who have our graduates helping them to make good business decisions and then implement those decisions. Other references might be donors to the Richland Foundation, funding scholarships, buildings, and other initiatives. Those names that I mentioned earlier, they believed in Richland. They believe in Richland. Richland's signing stars, such as Larry Klugman, John Dahm, Jane Johnson, Dr. Charles Novak, Winfield Scott, names who might not mean much to you graduates this year, but those in the audience, for many of you, those names ring true as being shining stars of Richland. We have recipients of the Faculty and Adjunct Faculty of the Year designations seated here this evening as well, a professor and staff emeriti. All these people and so many others will tell you that Richland's people make it the best and first choice for education. Consider your references carefully. They can make a difference in the way you portray yourself in that resume. So, there you are. The structure and content of your resume is ready for production. You are who you are because of so many influences, some obvious, others much more subtle. Richland Community College, your teachers, your family, the graduates who preceded you, we are all proud of you and know you will make the best decisions in the future. Remember that in a couple of minutes, you will be an alumnus of Richland Community College. Be proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tina, for that masterful class on resume building. We appreciate your leadership and knowledge of the institution. And so, good evening. My name is Dr. Z. Isaac Zuniga. I am the Executive Vice President of Academic Success at the college. And it is my honor to introduce our Faculty of the Year. The Outstanding Faculty of the Year is a recognition for all faculty members who sustain high level of performance, who develop new and innovative approaches and practices to help with college success. Nominations are sought after every semester, and recommendations are reviewed, and an ad hoc committee It is with great pride that Richland recognized Jennifer Ballinger. Jennifer, where are you? I see you right there. Can you please stand up while I talk about all the wonderful things that you do? Jennifer Ballinger is an instructor in the Health Information Technology program. She's a registered health information administrator and physician-based certified coding specialist. She has worked in the health information management industry for over 20 years before joining Richland in 2011 to help assist in the development and accreditation of our health information technology program. Jennifer worked as an adjunct instructor. Her alma mater is Illinois State University, as well as Richland Community College. In 2022, she received a high recognition to serve on the Academic Standards Committee and Appeals Panel at Richland. Jennifer is also a member of the National, State, and Local Health Information Management Association and serves on the Council of Excellence in Education for the American Health Information Management Association. So please join me in recognizing Jennifer Ballinger as Faculty of the Year of Richland Community College. Thank you. All right, graduates, Tina said it's only a few more minutes, and I have one question for you. Are you ready? I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no greater honor bestowed upon the Chief Academic Officer of the college than the privilege of inviting graduates to stand up. Graduates, this is where you stand up. I will ask all the candidates for all Associate of Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in Fine Arts, Associate in Engineering Science, Associate in Liberal Arts, Associate in Applied Science degree, and certificates to remain standing. Dr. Cristobal Valdez, on behalf of the faculty and subject to completion of all your college requirements, these candidates are recommended for your approval for the associate degrees and certificates as designated in their program proceedings of the 50th Annual Commencement Richland Community College ceremony. Let's give them an applause, please.
It could be a few moments. Graduates, in accordance with this recommendation and by virtue of authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Illinois, I confer on you the appropriate degrees: Associate in Arts, Associate in Fine Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in Engineering Science, Associate in Liberal Studies, Associate in Applied Science, and the appropriate certificates and designated in the annual commencement program. Each degree and certificate is conferred upon you with all the rights and the privileges pertain thereto. Congratulations. Yeah. So if we could have everyone except the first row sit down, and then we'll ask candidates to come to the platform.
Jacob Daniel Watkins. Kiera Lynn Adams. Natalie Lynn Affelt. Esme T. Aldefre. Malak Ali Alkabash. Anam Arshad. Amanda N. Assad. Maya Nicole Ballard. Jordan Eileen Bassett. Nathan L. Bowerless. Caitlin Marie Benscoter. Catherine Berger. Aisha Boyd. Cameron Jeffrey Brown. Casey E. Bruns. Latira Lynn Buckner. April Marie Berger. Destiny Jolene Burries. Josie Danielle Bush. Kurt Callan. Elizabeth Michelle Campbell. Evan Michael Carnahan. Ladapa Shalarman. Barbara R. Chapman. Mackenzie Bose Waddell. Michael Wyatt Charles.
Lauren Ann Christensen. Autumn M. Christie. Amanda L. Clark. Kylia Clark. Natalie Claypool. Nakira Cliff. Lindsay Cogan. Rhea Deanne Corley. Tiana Chrisman. Tamika Rochelle Cruz. Danielle Marlene Cunningham. Aisha DeBerry. Zaria Lachey DeBerry. Angela Hannah DeLeon. Stacy D. James. Adriana K. Dariak. Kyle William Dobson. Bailey Drummond. Mitchell James Duckworth. Sarah Elizabeth Easter. Aaliyah Ellis. John Ellis. Stephanie Embry. Ryan Emmons. Seth Aradonis. Brianna Evans.
Dwayne K. Fenderson. Dwayne Fenderson Jr. Nicole Flanders. Brandon Lee Foster. Kimberly Freeman. Tia N. Freidinger. Colin Jeffrey Garner. Trisha K. Gerling. Stephanie E. Gokul. Chanel L. Grandberry. Dominic G. Green. Chelsea Lavon Greider. Tara Greider. Jessica S. Hagan. Jacob M. Ham. Amanda L. Harmon. Caitlin Michelle Harmon. Cessna Ray Hayden. Nigel Hunter Adams. Gabriella Henkel. Matthew James Holliday. Brianna Holloway. Tamara Shante Holmes. Colleen K. Howard. Erica Hughes. Jalen Elise Irons. Tylen Omari Jackson. Caitlin Denise James. Soundari Jayaraman. Samantha Jeffson.
Zanisha Johnson. Brianna Jones. Brittany Jones. Nadia Joyner Leverson. Hannah Kemp. Benjamin Bradley Kirby. Brianna Kirk. Riley Ann Coons. Gina Kramer. Julia Lambert. Julian Lasambe. Alexis Lee. Lacey Lindsay. Heidi Money A. Noel Loresh. Samantha K. Luttrell. Jonathan Lyons. Max Mackey. Shamika Manley. Teresa Mason Lawrence. Danita Matthews. Julie McCauley. Lauren Renee McIntyre. Garrett Lee McMillan. Charles Mufwamba. Sarah Lynn Miller. Nathaniel Milligan. Savannah Marie Moody.
Hope Renee Moore. Michaela N. Moran. Bebe M. Mwambenge. Brandy Lynn Myers. Jacob T. Nieberge. Lacey Nyheiser. Francis Opello Pene Olembo. Daisy June Rawlings. Felicia Reed. Kelsey Michelle Reed. Cheyenne C. Riddle. Brianna Roy. Esther Runyon. Natasha Michelle Sanders. Isabella Marie de Leon Cia. Jonathan Alexander Skinner. Unique Nicole Smith. Yes. Sergey Matthew Snezkowski. Is that? Thank you. Jennifer Snow. Natia Janelle Spates. Shania Brianne Spates. Okay, what's your name? Okay. Michaela Stevens. Tashonda Patrice Williams. Taylor Nicole Stanley.
Jennifer Swansing. Gabriella Takud. Selena Talley. Benjamin Taylor. Terrence Taylor. Dana Thomas. Maya Noel Thomas. Haley Thompson. Jada Thompson. Megan Thompson. Celine Trimble. Travis Tuttle. Brittany Valentine Ruiz. Kayla Leger Waite. Tamara Walker. Daniel Wallace. Hannah Warnick. Carly Weir. Crystal Weary. Haley Wiggins. Callista Williams. Raven Williams. Jalen Wilson. Emery Yakeley. Isabella Ziegler. Connor Fryman. Aubrey Puckett.
What's the last name? Shaw. Anijah Shaw. Nicole Schaefer. William Thomas Oliver Short. Jeremy Lamont Tice Bird. Gretchen Elizabeth Warner Schoen. Katina Y. Buckley. Bethany A. Schaefer.
Graduates, please rise. Use the skills and knowledge that you have to benefit you and your community. Your education will be valuable to you in unforeseen ways in the years to come. No matter what discipline you studied, your education at Richland Community College has strengthened your ability to learn and to keep learning all of your lives. And now the moment you've been waiting for. You may move your tassels on your mortarboard to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the Richland Community College class of 2023. Yay! Graduates, you may be seated. As a college president, commencement is always a gratifying day for me, just as this is a gratifying day for all of you. No commencement would be complete without the recognition of the hard work, dedication, and commitment of our faculty at Richland Community College. Graduates, please join me in recognizing your faculty at Richland. Okay, we're going to see if this works. At this time, I would like to ask members of the audience who have children or grandchildren in this graduating class to stand and be recognized. Now, I would like members of this audience who have a parent or a grandparent, brother or sister in this graduating class, stand and be recognized. Finally, would the members of the audience who have a spouse or significant other in this graduating class please stand and be recognized? Graduates, please stand. Graduates, please stand, turn, and acknowledge the support you have received from your family, friends, the faculty, staff, and trustees who have here today to recognize your achievements. Thank you. You may be seated. On behalf of Richland Community College, I thank all of you for participating in the 50th annual commencement. It is a historic day, one that will always be remembered. Please remain seated while all the graduates, followed by the faculty and staff, have exited. Thank you all for coming.